just enjoying my my Northern Monk. It is the
chocolate caramel biscuit porter.
very, very nice, lovely. So it's not coffee and waffle, it's booze and waffle today. Just a general talk about video games. I think I have just literally just finished Jedi Survivor. Sorry, Jedi Survivor. Now, played Fallen Order, loved it. Not long enough. Didn't really go back to it. I did 100% it. I finished it over one weekend. Now this one has taken me over a week. I've not played it constantly. A couple of days off, but I'd say about a week. It's taken me about a week to finish it. Now I haven't 100%ed it. There's a lot more things I need to complete that go to different planets. There's not a lot of planets in it though. Probably that's one of the bad things. There's not really a lot of bad things to say about it. I know there's a lot of PC issues, but I haven't got a PC. I played it on the PlayStation 5. Brilliant game. £70, very expensive. Well worth it though. This is probably one of the only video games I would pay £70 for. There's not a lot of video games I pay £70 for. I do want Resident Evil 4, the remake, but I'm going to wait till it's about £20-25 maybe. But £70 I had to get this. I love like I said, I love the first game. This was a lot better, a lot bigger, a lot larger, a lot more to do. Generally the same. There's a bit more roleplay-ish things in it. There's not a lot of planets, like I said, but hopefully, I'm thinking, because if you look at the map, I think you go to about 5 different planets. If you go to the map, I think that there might be an update, there might be an expansion to this. Maybe you got to pay for it, maybe not, but I do think that it's an ongoing story. They built this as an ongoing saga. It might be a trilogy. They might be doing another one. There's a lot at the end of this story. It's very jumbled at the end of the story. It's very jumbled. I'm not going to go into spoilers or anything like that. The characters turn up that you didn't really expect, and there's a twist in it that you kind of did expect, and yeah, it's very uneven. The ending is very uneven, but very good story, very good writing. I love the writing in it. The writing is fantastic. Very humorous as well. Very humorous. Some of the characters are well liked. Some people like certain characters, and I like Carl. I like Beatty. I like most of them really. The Jedi's in it, not so much. I don't think. There's only one Inquisitor, which we saw from the first one. The boss battles are quite difficult. The first one was really difficult to me, a long time to do it. But once you get more powerful, they're easier to do. There is one certain boss battle that's really hard. Well, there's a couple that's really hard. But it's well worth the money to pay for it. If you want to get it, if you want to wait, and it's just a bit cheaper, it will be coming down in price, obviously. But I would advise anybody who's got a PlayStation or whatever PC, is it on Xbox? I think it must be on Xbox. To get it, if you're a Star Wars fan and you love, it's a lot of platforming. That's the one thing. I'm not a platformer, not a really. I wouldn't say good. I could do it, but it took me a few times sometimes. I would rather just go and slash some stormtroopers and battle droids and things like that. I would like to just go through, fighting. But it's balanced. It's balanced out with the. I mean, some bits are good, like the climbing, but it's just the jumps, you've got to time it perfectly, and it's frustrating. You've got to go back and you've got to keep doing it. But yeah, it's challenging, very challenging. Put it that way, very challenging. So yeah, I mean, I am a gamer. I'm not a hardcore gamer. I've obviously got a PlayStation. I've got my arcade machine now. I've always played games. I've always played games since I was young. I had the Grandstand, then I had the Spectrum. I had all the little handhelds like the Tron and the Astro Wars and things like that. I used to get one of them every Christmas. I got the Firefox. Got one of those every Christmas. I love those. Obviously, went on to Mega Drive. I had the Spectrum for quite a long time. I had the Spectrum and Spectrum Plus. That was for a long time, and then when I transitioned to Mega Drive, the graphics, like, whoa, mind blown, and just played Madden all the time. I would just leave Madden running and watch the games. It was that good, and it was funny. Madden was good. Madden was a lot better back then because, like, it wasn't realistic. There was like the ambulances coming on the pitch and running people over. It was really good. It was really funny. It's like EA back then, they were really good, and they had the ice hockey as well. We had fights. That was brilliant. So yeah, I had a lot of again, I had Sonic, but I'm not a platform gamer. Not a platform gamer. I had Tasmania. That was pretty good. It was a platform game, and I've got it. I've got it again now, and I just cannot get into it. It's just, I don't know why I liked it back then. The things like Flashback and Another World, and just so many good games. Cyberball. I mean, going into the arcade, obviously we had the Star Wars. 1982. We had the Star Wars. I played that every night after school. I go down on my BMX. Down to the bin lane in Dewsbury, play on the Star Wars, play on Tron, and arcades. I used to go into Leeds on a Saturday morning, used to go to the arcades there, play Cyberball, play Italian 90. I just loved it. I just spent most of my money on arcade machines, and it's just nice to have the Star Wars one now where I can just go and play on it whenever I want. But obviously it's got the Star Wars, it's got Empire Strikes Back, and it's got the Return of the Jedi, which I played quite a bit as well. Temple of Doom. Now Temple of Doom was a good game as well. I hope they do come out with that sometime. I used to love that. I've not seen that since. Now there's a Leeds, there's a place in Leeds where I think you pay like £16 for the day, but you can play on the arcade. There's like 3 floors of retro arcade machines, and yeah, that's somewhere I want to go. I want to go and film there. I love anything like that, so I want to go do that. It's funny how I've been to Blackpool a couple of times, and I don't go in the arcades. I've not been in arcades for a long time. I don't know what games are out these days. I don't know. It's just not. I don't know. I don't know why. But yeah. So yeah. Went from Mega Drive to PlayStation. PlayStation 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 now. And the PSP. And the Game Boy. I retroactively bought an N64 for the Rebel Strike and Rebel Squadron, Rogue Squadron, or what they called it. And all those games. Obviously, James Bond. All those games. Brilliant games. When I had the GameCube, well, my son had the GameCube, but then I ended up with it, and I quite like the GameCube. I like the little discs, and I love the GameCube. There's some really good games on that. Zelda, yeah, I really got into Zelda. So after that, it was just all PlayStation. So PlayStation is my main gaming. I dabbled with PC gaming as well, but I think that got too realistic. I was seeing, like, I think it was like Medal of Honor or something like that, and I was seeing soldiers in the windows and the street across, and I thought, no, I can't. No, it's getting too realistic. But gaming can get realistic. That's the thing. They're getting so realistic now these days. So yeah, just be careful. I mean, that might be just me, but you know. So yeah, gaming, fantastic. Star Wars games, always. Battlefront, yeah, it's just brilliant. Resident Evil. I mean, I'll go through my games that I've got now. Red Dead Redemption 2 is the best game ever. The best game ever. I've got a few favourite games like School Days from the Spectrum, Metal Gear Solid from the PlayStation, Siphon Filter even. I remember Siphon Filter, there was a lock on the door, and that's the first game you shot the lock off the door, and that was just, I thought, wow. Yeah. And Metal Gear Solid I actually played in Japanese. Played the Japanese version, so I was like running about for 2 weeks I didn't know about this C4. You had to plant the C4 on the wall, and yeah, because it was all in Japanese. I didn't know. So so yeah, I loved that. I played that over and over again. I got the stealth suit and everything like that. The later versions of Metal Gear Solid, I don't think it was as good as that first one. I much prefer. I don't know what it is. I mean, I like the new games, but I prefer the old games. You had more story. You got graphics now. I mean, Red Dead Redemption 2, as I say, is the best game ever for me. People like Grand Theft Auto. I don't like it as much. I prefer online, and the story mode for Red Dead Redemption 2 is phenomenal. It is the best story mode game ever for me. If you've not played it, give it a go. Give it the story mode a go. It is phenomenal. It is really good. Get over the first 2 chapters, and then you can get into the game, and it's just absolutely fantastic. And then you go on the online, and just that's what I like about that game, is the value for money is it's never ending. Even the story mode. Once you've done the story mode, spoilers, but you plays John Marston afterwards, and you can carry that on forever and ever. It's never ending. So the value for money is that. It's like I was saying with the Jedi Survivor. It's good value for money because it's bigger than the original game. The original game, as I say, took me a weekend to complete, but this one's taken me a week. I've been probably doing a bit more on it, but as I say, I have not completed it. I have not 100%ed it. I've done the story, but I've not 100%ed the game. And as I said, they may bring out an update. I'm sure, because if you look at the map, there's so many different planets that could be there. They've only used about 5. I think it's 5 planets, and they could add on to that. And instead of making a 3, just updating that, keep updating that. I don't know. We'll see. So yeah, gaming. That's me gaming. Another thing this week. I mean, that's what I've done this week. I've been playing the game, but I've also bought a lot of Lego. It was Star Wars Day, and we got the Super Star Destroyer Lego, which I did the build on it, and I absolutely love this. I wanted to get the Collector Series one. It came out a few years ago. I actually saw it in Edinburgh, but as I was on the train, I couldn't. It was too big. I couldn't carry it home. So this will have to be, and it is good. It's a bit cheaper as well. You got your 2 Star Destroyers and your Super Star Destroyer. And the good thing is, if you watch me build, there is little bounty hunters in. There's a Darth Vader and the little bounty hunters, little studs in the colours of the bounty hunters inside there. So you've got pretty little figures in there as well. So yeah, I got the Death Star as well. So what I've done is I've got the Death Star next to this. I know the scale's totally different, but yeah, Lego is is fantastic as well. I've been doing the Indiana Jones Lego. If there's any Lego that you want me to build, if you think I should, don't be saying the AT-AT or the Millennium Falcon or the Star Destroyer. I would love to, but I can't afford those. Just like this MIDI scale, there are a lot of dioramas they're starting doing now. Just a MIDI scale like this. This is just, and it only took me 2 hours to build. This is for the build, and it is absolutely. I love it. I do love it to bits. So yeah, that's going to go on display with the Death Star. Lego. I mean, this is like a vlog, whatever of my week actually. It's not a real waffle about any subject. It's just about my week, and I did film for TV on Tuesday. So Monday I got the Lego. Tuesday I went and filmed for the TV. Now the car picked me up, took me from Leeds, where I live, to Denby Dale in Wakefield. Took a while, sat there waiting for them to come film or whatever. They phoned me up. Where are you? I'm here. All right, we'll come pick you up. Phoned me again and says, "Oh no, we're going to get you a taxi." So I was sat there about an hour. A good job. It was quite warm. It was quite nice. So I wasn't really bothered. So then I had to get another taxi from Denby Dale through Holmfirth, over the hills of Huddersfield, through Upper Thong to Holmfirth, and I actually can't remember. I don't know where I actually ended up, but it was like this auction house, this antique place where we filmed. So I had my big box of toys, put my toys out, did the filming. Very nice people, lovely people. It is a pilot, so I don't know if it's going to be released or anything like that. He is going to send me the recording over so I can show it. I will show it eventually. I did a bit of thing to camera before, so I'll put that in. And I really enjoyed it. I just felt like, I forgot that the camera was there. I only did about 10 minutes. I think it was about 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes. Talked about Action Man, about Breaking, about design, about Corgi. I said, well, we haven't talked about Corgi, so I said, can we talk? So we talked about Corgi. They did some close-ups of the toys. Talked to the presenter, a very nice chap. He told me what they're actually trying to achieve with this program. He's trying to make a rabbit. You remember the rabbits that you press together and they're flipped over? He wants to make a 7-foot one, I think he said. He's trying to make one, and he wants to know if it needs mechanics or if it just try to keep it simple. So I says, well, it's going to be quite hard to press together, and I says you might try and put something inside to help it out. And the director said, no, we want you to say to keep it simple. So I said, all right, we'll keep it simple. So we kept it simple. I said, well, it kind of needs some kind of lever in it then to help push it together. I don't know. But yeah, well, that'd be interesting to see when that ends. So yeah, it was brilliant. It was brilliant. I felt like, I just felt, I hope, when I say, I have not seen the recording, but I want to see the recording, and I hope I did okay. I think I did. I just talked about toys, but I normally do, and just talking to camera like I'm doing now. Not looking at the camera like I am now. Was looking at the presenter. So yeah, it was a good day. So they gave me some cake. They gave me a box of cake and sent me on my way. So I was done. It was yeah, didn't take long. Apart from the detour, it was a nice day out. It was nice weather. Yeah, I got back and it was fantastic. So yeah, I've not been doing as many videos this week. Taking a bit of a backstep. I don't know if I'm going to do a lot this week either. I think I'm going to slow down quite a bit. I am trying to save a bit of money and not buying as much, so you won't be getting like reviews, things like that. I bought a couple of things that I got from B&M. B&M. I do moan about our B&M because you never have anything in there, but they had Siri, which I've not seen that one. I think that was $7.99, something like that. So pretty cheap. So I had to get that. They had The Witcher. They had Jaskier, and they had them. I think they had most of the Witch, the Wild Hunt. I think they had quite a few of them. They had some of the game figures as well. They had Game Siri. But I think they were $7.99. I'm sure they were. They had turtles. I got a turtle. I got a couple of Beast Wars. Beast Wars $6.99. So I got a couple of Beast Wars as well. So yeah, go check your B&Ms. Mine is absolutely crap usually, but they had them in, which I'm quite surprised about. So I don't know what the big B&Ms are going to look like. So check those out. And yeah, I am saving up to try and get the Luke Skywalker lightsaber, which is £250, which I've just bought this. So we'll see how that goes. Like I say, trying to cut down. To be honest with you, space is a problem. Space is a big problem. I probably need to get rid of some. Check my eBay if you want to buy some things, because I am trying to get rid of things. So there might be I mean, for my viewers anyway, you get the best offer. Just let me know who you are and you watch and you things like that. I should say, give me a code. We'll make a code up, and then you can say, just tell me it's you, and then you can have the best offer. Because as I say, I'm trying to get rid of everything, not everything, but I'm rearranging things, and it's things are on the floor, you know what I mean. So right, thank you for watching, really appreciate it. Thumbs up the video. I will see you next time for another waffle. May the toys be with you.
Gentlemen, this is Democracy Manifest.